So it looks like it's come to a head for Alexander Isak and Newcastle United on the team's return to the UK. I think really Eddie Howe sent out a big message on Sunday night when he said you have to earn the right to train for Newcastle United, and I think that message has now been hammered home for Alexander Isak. I think, you could look at it and sort of at least lean into that he isn't fit and he needs treatment and he trains alone. But we're also hearing news on Sky Sports from the training ground that Alexander Isak will come in after the squad have had a barbecue, which is something they've done in the past. A bit of a sort of get together, if you like, bit of a morale builder, something Eddie Howe's done before. But the fact that Alexander Isak will be absent from that will raise some questions, yeah. And I'll also say that his future on Tyneside is looking ominous, and I think if Liverpool needed any encouragement to go in with a bid, they've certainly been given it. In the past, we've seen Newcastle, they're very good at sending a message on social media, and sometimes they push pictures on there where they are dropping the message. And basically with Isak, had he been pictured training in the gym alone or pictured at all, then you would think, well, everything's all well, and Alexander Isak probably does have a future. But the fact that we've seen nothing yet would suggest that things are looking a bit ominous. Newcastle obviously in the chase for another striker as well. That hasn't quite materialised yet. Time running out, going into the big kick-off. But Newcastle, they're in this position. Alexander Isak's agent probably will have some big questions to answer. But at the end of the day, Newcastle go into a big season, and as it stands, they don't have that number 9, they don't have that marquee striker, and I think that is a big concern. And this is probably the last thing anybody needed going into the weekend. To add to it, I think normally we would have a press conference to preview the game. That hasn't happened. It's not a Premier League game, they're not duty bound to do it, but it might have answered a few questions in the build-up to the game. But no press conference tomorrow. Eddie Howe will meet the press after the game. Eddie Howe, always brilliant, always honest, always forthright, and he'll be giving his views on Friday night regardless. And by that time we might know a little bit more anyway on the striker situation. But yeah, no place for Alexander Isak at this squad barbecue, and looks like he's going to be training on his own for the foreseeable future.